Hello everyone. So today's video may be the silliest thing I've ever done. I'm sorry. One thing that I'm maybe a little bit known for is my love of boys.
I was busy thinking about boys.
You know how it is. And so since recently dedicating a lot of time to playing Fire Emblem Three Houses, I wanted to update my boys scene, and I realized I just had too many boys to add to the scene. So in an effort to show all of the boys that take my fancy, I decided to create a presentation that you can now enjoy at your leisure. Let's just jump into it, shall we? Okay, so first, and probably least surprising, we're going alphabetical order in the game. So we're starting with Apex, and we're starting with Best Boy Mirage. There's not a lot that I really need to say here. He's beautiful, he's cheeky, he's dumb. There's a lot going on here. I know that I'm not alone in my love for Mirage. Uh-oh. Oh, whoa. Okay, next. We have another game. A dating simulator. We have Dream Daddy. First time I played this game, of course I played the pathway with Damien. Are you kidding me? He's a beautiful vampire man. I'm all about it. But also, he's a sweetheart, loves poetry, loves art, has a terrible son, but that doesn't matter. We're only in it for the man. Am I right? Love him, love the duality of his character, love that he is not only a goth daddy, but he's also a vet, volunteer. There's a lot to say about him, a lot to love about him, and I just love him, okay? An alternative to Damien is Best Boy Matt. He is full of puns, which usually I detest, but you know, when someone looks, you know, as beautiful as him, you just can't say no sometimes. The only thing about him is he's a little bit too cool, and his pathway to experiencing love with him is more challenging than the others, I would say. Not more challenging than Joseph, who is a frightening pathway to go down despite his beauty. That's the only reason he's not on this list. But Matt's is still doable. There's a little bit of anxiety in his pathway, but that's fine. He's beautiful and he's worth it for the puns, yes. The next game that I want to talk about is where this all began. We're going through the Fire Emblem franchise. So first up, and makes most sense to start here, is our daddy Chrom. It's been a long time since I played Awakening, so my feelings are not as fresh as the ones for the later games, but oof, Matt Mercer, need I say more? Just look at him, he's beautiful, and imagine that. Yes. Similarly, because we're still in Fire Emblem Awakening, it's been a while. I don't exactly remember everything about them. I just remember that this man is beautiful and he had a nice-ish personality that I could get behind. Also, who doesn't love a knight? Am I right? Am I right? Am I right? Naturally, the next game we will be talking about is Fates, which when I played Birthright because honestly, the aesthetic for Revelation really had me more, but because this was the first Fire Emblem that I ever played, I was not confident in my ability. The Nor pathway was supposedly more difficult for a seasoned player of Fire Emblem. That I was not, so I went with Birthright. And here we have Daddy Ryoma, another character voiced by Matt Mercer. And the only issue here is there was someone slightly more attractive to me, and is why I didn't go down the romance pathway with him, although in a second playthrough I did. But the person that actually caught my fancy in this game was Subaki. Don't Don't get me started. The reason that this character is the reason that I even am making this video, because I stumbled across a Snapchat that I took in 2016 when I first played this game, which I will insert here, where I realized I've been thirsty my whole life. I'm gonna call myself out about it. So, well, there's a lot of things to like about Subaki. He's a cutie, personality and looks-wise. I mean, have a look at him. He's got red hair, another huge perk, which we will get to later on because there are a couple other characters coming up with red hair. He's got long hair, which apparently is a trend with me, but also Pegasus Knight. Need I say more? Now, the fun thing with this game and with Awakening is that you get to play with your children in paralogs. And so one child that stuck out to me beyond my own with Subaki is Shigure. Similar story, similar theme with Subaki. We love a Lance daddy, do you know what I mean? Because he is a child in the sense of he is someone's child, he feels younger to me, so I feel less attraction to him. But he is meant to be the same age as your character in the game when the stories are woven in. So I feel less guilty about saying this, oh man, you're beautiful. Oh my god. Do you know what I mean? So here's the last of the Fire Emblem Fates characters. And now we're moving on to the plethora of characters that I am in love with from Fire Emblem Three Houses. Welcome to the whole reason that I bought the game. I mean, okay, let's be honest. I was always going to buy the game, but when I saw Dimitri, oh boy, Dimitri. Here's spicy one. Ooh. Now, in this video, you will be seeing some spoiler-ish things here. So, if you don't want to know more about the game, you can skip to this time. If you want to not have it spoiled and skip through Fire Emblem Three Houses. He looks beautiful and is beautiful in the first half of the game. His personality's cute. He's very loyal. He's very, lawful. He's a prince. He's just a cutie. He's a good guy. Do you know what I mean? There's not a lot of good guys in the world, but you go on in Dimitri. Now watch out, because when the time skip, he don't look so good. Dimitri's time skip is the only reason why I'm docking points from him. I don't really like the whole moody broody daddy, only to a degree. He also has this kind of like swamp monster look about him that I'm not all about. He's also psycho in the second half of the game. So I'm still gunning for him. He's my main romance path in my first playthrough of the game, and I am just praying that he redeems himself. I'm not finished the game yet, so forgive me for making this prematurely, but someone else in this game who looks a hell beautiful is Felix. He's a character that is a dickhead, but you know, at heart, he has a beautiful soul. And all of his support level ups, you hear him soften with every character, and it's beautiful, and I loved it. He's lovely, a swordsman, very talented, and honestly, his support pathway is growing quicker than mine with Dimitri's, because I accidentally keep putting myself next to Felix. And I don't know if I should just commit and go with Felix because he's beautiful. Look at him in the time skip. He still looks good. Like, you see. But, no one in this game, is more beautiful than this motherfucker right here. Sylvain. Can I just take a moment to have a look at him? Like, The only downside to him, and it's quite a big downside, is he's a real womanizer. Ooh, but there's something about that I find attractive. Same thing with Mirage. You know that they're a scumbag, but you're just like, but they're hot. Do you know what I mean? The reason why he's a scumbag, though, is it's a plot thing. So, and I don't want to reveal that just yet, you know. What I will reveal, though, is how he looks in the time skip. Wow, 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 wow. I don't think I need to say more. A knight again. Beautiful again. Red hair. So we've gone through the Blue Lion's house in one of the 3 houses. The next house that has a couple of kitties is the Golden Deers. We'll start with Claude. Ooh, baby. Now, Claude never really appealed to me in the looks department at all. Like, I mean, he's cute, but like, he's not like my type. You know what I mean? I don't like the plait thing. That's really the only thing that's killing him for me. But I love his personality. He's a shit, but like in the most sweet way ever. Kind of just like a cheeky dude. And I love it. He gets a real glow up in the time skip. Damn. Damn. The only thing I don't like is this, which is where I'm docking points. We don't like her. Now, honorable mention. Not a man. The only reason that I'm making this whole thing boys is because of the scene.
I was busy thinking about boys.
But there is a non-male character that I just want to shout out really quick. Because I love them. Step on me. Shamir. She's so cool. She's so cool. I don't know what else to say. That's all. Now the next game that I would like to talk about comes at no surprise, I'm sure. I did put up a video very recently of my playthrough of this game. So spicy. And it involved this new scene for my stream. Colonel Sanders. I really don't need to say much more. He's swole. He's beautiful. Just finger licking good. Now the next game that I'm going to talk about is one of my favorite games of all time. We're going straight into Kingdom Hearts. Now, Riku didn't do anything for me in the first 2 main games. Not at all. I didn't like his character. I thought he was a dickhead. Couldn't care less about him. Until Kingdom Hearts 3. Then, personality glow up and physical glow up. Look at him. Beautiful. I love his story. The only thing is I wish that they would put him with Sora and actually make it happen. The next person that I'm going to talk about might be my ultimate ever. Axel. I fell in love with him in Kingdom Hearts 2. He's beautiful. He's sassy. He's just funny. He's the best character. And spoiler alert, in Kingdom Hearts 2, when he dies, I cried. A lot. His death scene is the worst. But in the 3rd game, he comes back as Lee, his proper form, but he maintains his organization outfit. And I don't remember why he doesn't get changed, but I feel like that was sloppy animation because there's no reason he couldn't have had an upgrade. He was not attached to the organization. Why? I'm sure there's going to be a Kingdom Hearts fan out there who's going to be like, motherfucker! I don't remember everything. Kingdom Hearts 3, one of my favorite games ever. Axel, one of my favorite boys ever. Mwah. You're welcome. But if you weren't convinced by this little picture, let me just show you the best slide of all time. I need some time to recover these close-ups from one scene in the game with Kairi. This is when he's explaining who he is and why he doesn't want to get changed into his clothes, which I clearly have forgotten. The next person that I want to talk about is kind of another one of those, I don't know how to explain. They're mostly just a looks thing. Let's just get into it. Terra from Birth by Sleep and Kingdom Hearts 3. This is his Kingdom Hearts 3 look, which is almost exactly the same as the Birth by Sleep look. He's buff, we love that. His hair is aight. His personality could do with some work. He's kind of one of those boys who's like too tough to have real emotions, and I hate that in a guy. Like, honey, just cry. Or stop being broody, and just, you know, that's also a theme. I don't like that in men. You know, get over yourself kind of thing. But he's also really lovely and cares about his friends a lot. So he wins points because of that. But the real reason he's in this list is because of this version of him. Mwah! Wow, 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 wow is all I have to say. We lovingly call this Terranaut, although I think the official name for him is Terra Xehanort. It's when Xehanort fuses with Terra. The Kingdom Hearts very convoluted game. Yeah. But ooh, baby, is he beautiful? Oh. Now, unsurprisingly, the next game is one of my most played games. The most amount of hours in this game. Still terrible at it, but there's a lot of cutie boys in there. Okay, let's get started with some Overwatch. Baptiste, one of the newer characters. When he came out, I was like, oh baby, let's go. Let's see what this is all about. Cutie as heck, first of all. Second of all, we love him that accent and that he speaks French. If he could just yell his ultimate line at me for the rest of my life, I'd probably be content. Also, we love a boy who has DJ Roomba as his ability. Moving on. Gengu. Specifically the Blackwatch skin. I don't love a cyborg, but the Blackwatch skin, oh. First of all, look at him. That's all I have to say. All right, we're moving on to the OG, the OG thirst, the OG husband. This, I shouldn't really have to. Let's just. Lucio. He's an absolute cutie pie. He's so positive. Bless him. He was my main for a very long time because I just love him. He just speaks to my soul. The next one's definitely a thirst one. I don't have a lot to say. We all love a cowboy. Again, Matt Mercer. That's the whole reason. I'm very predictable. Matt Mercer is essentially this list. Hi, hello, you're welcome. If you ever wanted to know what I was looking for in a guy, Matt Mercer's the answer. Next up, we have a game I love very much and I wish I could stream. I am waiting for a capture card. It's Persona 5. And we start in with the main character, Joker. Specifically when he is Joker, not when he is in his school clothes. There's a thing about Atlas games that I don't understand, where if the character is face on, the eyes are like out here and it's crazy time. Look at that outfit, how can you hate it? That's all I have to say. The next one, I have literally no good reason for him being on this list. It's Joker's persona, Arsene. I don't know. Next up, best boy, Yusuke. I love him. He's a treasure. Another Matt Mercer character. Am I predictable yet? The only thing is he's a bit of a sad boy, but there's nothing wrong with a bit of a sad boy as long as he's pure, and he's very pure. We love Yusuke. Also, when he is in his Phantom Thieves outfit, it's a fox, and I love that. And that's that. That's just it. I love him, mostly because Matt Mercer voices him. Moving on to the last game that we will be discussing, and the last character, Elliott from Stardew Valley. Now, if you've watched any of my Stardew Valley videos, you'll know I pine after Elliott hardcore. He is a poet. He's beautiful. Look at his hair. Red hair, long, beautiful. Need I say more? When you get married to him in the game, he has a garden out the back where he reads. Wholesome is the only way to describe Elliott. The other way might be pretentious, but we're not gonna talk about it. That's that. I hope that you enjoyed a little bit of this thirst journey. There's probably more. I'm sure at some point I'm gonna do a part 2. I'm gonna need to have enough characters though to make it worthwhile, so I don't know how soon it's gonna happen. But yeah, I hope that you enjoyed. Please tell me your favorite characters who you thirst after. Thank you very much. I will see you guys next time.